Hangar Day. Welcome guys to another episode of DRAWDY RC. Me and RD back here in the hangar here at DRAWDY RC, and we're going to talk about the Blitzwork Cessna 182. You've seen me and RD fly these planes a couple of times. We've had some issues with these planes. They're great planes. They look great. They're scale.
Beautiful.
You know, Blitzwork has done a great job with these planes. But this thing is very, very quirky. You've heard me and RD say the thing is real quirky. It's got, we've just had little issues with it. And they're not big, major issues, just minor issues. Landing gear, some of the flaps and this and that and the other. And we're going to get a little bit more in detail about it here in a minute. RD's going to go through the Radio Master TA16S, what we got in his radio that's got his plane flying good like he likes it. And if you watched the last video of the Cessna 182, RD did a fantastic job with the takeoff, very scale, very good landing, and a very good flight. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to RD, let him tell you a little bit about what we've done, what he's done with his plane. Everything he's done with his, I've pretty much done with mine, so the settings are pretty much the same, maybe a little bit here and there difference, but not much. And it's all about what you like and how you like your plane set up. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to RD, let him tell you about his plane, the Cessna 182 by Blitzwork, and a little bit of the settings that he's got in his radio.
Guys, we have said all along, we're absolute beginners. We've had nobody to tell us this stuff. We've had to figure it out on our own. And what we wanted to do with the channel is to share that journey with you so that maybe you would learn something from us and you wouldn't be making the same mistakes we do. With that being said, we said all along we wanted to go through each one of our airplanes and fly it and get it as close to perfect as we could get it, so the next time we pull it off the wall and put it on the ramp out there at the airport, that the things will fly. And they'll fly, you know, with some degree of security. Well, this airplane, it took me quite a few times to get this thing right. It was, when we would land it, I mean, we would just bounce, it would just bounce crazy on the asphalt, and it would always take out the nose gear. Keith had a thing about a few weeks ago that he did on the mod that we did on the land gear by putting the landing gear out of the, was it FMS?
FMS Skytrainer.
FMS Skytrainer. So because it's got a lot bigger shaft on it. And we put it to this Blitzwork airplane, and that seemed to have cured the problem. We also took the landing gear off, the main gear off. We glued all of the main gear, put it back on, put the screws back on, and really sturdied the thing up. And the last landing I made, yes, there was a little hop in it, but there wasn't much. It was pretty good.
The main gear, we're talking about the back, right back here, and then obviously this one right here, which is the one that come off the FMS Skytrainer.
Now, I said that we was having problems with it. You know, when I look at guys like Brian Phillips, he flew this airplane, and he said he loved the airplane. Same thing we're saying, scale, it's beautiful. But he also said this airplane is not that easy to fly. And really, it's not. And you've got to be on top of your landing or it's going to bounce back up in the air. So with that being said, we've told you the mod that we've done on it. And the last time I took this airplane out, it did exactly what I wanted to do. We said it was quirky. You do have to fly this airplane. But it was almost predictable the last time, and I really got comfortable flying it, and I told Keith, this is as good as we're going to get this airplane. This airplane flew really well. You should be, and it was windy. Mm-hmm. We have never flown in winds that high before.
Very windy. That was our windiest day.
Yeah, you could hear that on the camera. I mean, the microphone, it was just really loud. So with that being said, with the way it was, I'm really proud of the way the airplane flew. I did very little adjustment on it. And this airplane now sits just like that last flight. It is ready to go again. Now, I thought I would kind of tell you guys what settings we had in there. Took me a while to adjust the flaps with the elevator, with the mix there. And what I've got, where's my glasses?
And guys, real quick before Artie gets into that, just remember we are running the Radio Master TX16S. That's what we run. Me and Artie both have those radios, and we've learned them, and we've gotten really used to them. Where a lot of people are running the Spectrum or Futaba or whatever. I think more people are running Spectrum than anything. So these settings may be a little bit different in the other radios than what we got. But this is if you're running the Radio Master, or if you're looking to get into this hobby. We went with the Radio Master TX16S, and we really like it. So this is the settings with that radio.
You literally can fly just about every kind of receiver out there with this because it's the Open TX.
Yeah.
It has been a really great radio for us, and here's the catch. It is really reasonable. I mean, it's not $1,000 radio. So I mean, you know, with the functions that it has, we're just really pleased. I'm glad I went the way I went because we haven't got an airplane yet that I can't put in this radio and fly.
Hey, I think we got under $300 in our radios.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think you paid right. Dad's is a little bit more.
I had to get the fancy one.
Yeah, they got a little. His is a little geared up more than mine, but it's the same radio.
Yeah, my radio, because of this, what do you call it, carbon fiber mess?
Carbon fiber. It's red. You see how it's got the red stuff on it?
And it's got the little leather things on the side. I mean, this was the fancy one, you know, so I had to have the best. But Keith has got the same radio.
Yeah, mine's the same thing.
It's identical inside. Operates the same.
There's mine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's just black, and it's got the carbon fiber, but don't have all the.
No.
Dad's got the little. His has got the red on it and all, and it's all pretty. You know, it's all about what you like.
Oh, and two, look, my landing gear collapses.
Yeah, so mine don't, but it does have, the carrying on it. But everything's the same, and it's a great radio.
They're great radios. Yeah. I really like them.
If you're looking for a great radio to get into this hobby that's not so hard to get into.
Listen, I've heard a lot of people say they didn't mess with these because they were so complicated. Well, guess what? We started out on this radio.
And they are complicated, but
when you start out on them, it becomes natural to you, just like the other ones, is the Futabas and Spectrums and all that. All those people, those are the simple, easy ones.
Now, once you put one plane in, they pretty much all go in.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah, it's not hard to do. But anyhow, here's what I wound up on this airplane. I'm running this at 85. This is the flight that I flew on. 85% controls on the ailerons. Not 100%, 85%. On the elevator, I was running 70% because this is a pretty good size elevator. So I toned it down to 70%. On the rudder, I always leave the rudder on 100% because of the nose gear. Now the mix I had on the flaps to aileron, when you let the flaps down, the ailerons compensate so it doesn't balloon. I had it set at 8% in takeoff, and I've got it set at 12% in landing. So I've cut those way down. And honestly, when I brought that thing in for a landing, if you see the video that we did, you will hear when I turn the flaps to full landing, the landing flaps. I'm on final, and you see that airplane never changes attitude. It just keeps sinking on down like it was supposed to. So it did really good. As far as that, those are the things that we used to fly the airplane. And honestly, the airplane flew pretty predictable, and it wasn't as quirky as it was. I mean, it was
pretty smooth.
Yeah, it was a smooth flight.
Yep.
I am now happy with this airplane, where before I struggled with it. I don't mind telling you. I mean, every time I landed, I'd fold the nose gear out from under it, you know, and we'd have to bring it home and put it in the vise and straighten it out and all that kind of stuff. But as you can see, the landing gear on this one is fine after the last flight I had. So,
and it had a little bit of bounce.
And it had a little bounce to it, but there again, in fact, that's the landing gear, the one I run. Remember, I run it into the grass.
Yep.
On one of the landings, and it didn't bother me.
Yep.
So that issue is taken care of. If you go get the FMS landing gear for their Skytrainer and put it in this airplane, blitz work, or whatever name you have on this particular airplane, that'll fix your problem.
Yeah, and I don't think the FMS. So FMS has the 182 or the Skytrainer, which is the exact same thing. They don't have the front landing gear in stock as of a couple of weeks ago when we ordered it. Now they may have them now, I don't know. But if they don't, they do carry these on Amazon. So go to Amazon and type in FMS front gear or something like that, and it pulls it up, and I think they're $20, $22 a piece, something like that.
But they have to come from China.
Yeah, they have to come from China, so it takes a little while, but Amazon does have that front landing gear for the blitz work or the FMS, which will, and you have to modify it. Go back and look at the video where we showed y'all how to modify the inside behind the cowl here to get it to work. It works, you just got to modify it a little bit.
But guys, long story short, what started out was it was just an adventure, a job to get this thing flying like it should. It has wound up to be a really reliable airplane, a flyable airplane. And like Brian Phillips says, you do have to fly it. You have to fly it. But I've got it now to where I'm comfortable with the takeoffs, I'm comfortable with the landings, and in the air, it flies pretty good. Yep. And it's so scale looking. So
yeah, it looks great.
For the amount of money, how much was this thing? It was less than $150, wasn't it?
No, I think they were like
They're less than $200.
Less than $200.
Yeah, less than $200. It's 14 millimeter wingspan.
Hobby Zone. I think Hobby Zone has the blitz work.
Banana Hobby,
yeah, that's it. Banana Hobby has this airplane, and it comes pretty quick.
Mine was on sale for like $139.
Yeah, I think so. It was like, I think altogether like $150, $160.
Yeah, it's just for that size airplane.
And it comes ready. All you gotta do is put a battery and a receiver in it.
There you go.
And every plane we have, we're running the Admiral 600s. Right. Most of them.
Now, when I flew the airplane, just to let you know, I flew the airplane the same day that I crashed my FW-190 and tore it. That airplane was destroyed because when it went in full throttle and straight down.
Yeah, that video's up as well.
Yeah, it destroyed that airplane. And we're going to talk about that airplane next and what I think happened, what I would like for you guys to do. When I explain what I've done, when I explain what I think happened, you guys have been flying for a while. Give us some input back. Are we on target? Yeah. Have we lost our mind? Or do you really think that that's probably what happened?
Yeah, go back and look at the video and comment down below what you think may have happened.
And after my explanation here in a little bit, I'm going to try to tell you what I think happened for me being behind the sticks. So with that, just stay with us on that, and we'll have that thing up and we'll talk about it. In the meantime, great airplane. If you just kind of take some of the things we did, I think you'll enjoy this airplane. So.
Yep. Go to Banana Hobby, pick you up a Cessna 182, change out the front landing gear with the FMS Skytrainer, and you'll be.
And regardless of what radio you fly on, if you will get in the vicinity of the things that I have given you, I think you'll be able to fly on the maiden flight with no problem at all. Yep. And it's just a gorgeous airplane.
Yeah,
I love the airplane.
So anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching DRAWDY RC. Thank y'all for coming on the journey with me and RD. A little bit of an explanation. We like to do hangar time, and me and RD sit back here and we talk and discuss different things with airplanes and radios and receivers and blah, 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 blah. So
I explained to you guys one day at the airport that I had a pet peeve. And my pet peeve is when people are having problems with their airplanes, they'll go, oh, it crashed. But they never come back and tell you what happened. What did you find out on your inspection? What did you discover when you went and looked at the airplane?
Or what they may have felt happened.
Or what they may have felt happened. You may not actually really know what happened, but you got an idea what happened. Yep. And our first recollection or our first comments after the FW190 went down, what did we say? Oh, that was radio. I know that was radio, and that was
the receiver went nuts.
Yeah, something went nuts on it. It was electronic.
And initially, that's what you think because the plane went just, crazy.
Yeah, it did go crazy. But anyhow.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in the next video, so y'all stick around for that. It's coming up in a few days. So, but yeah, I hope you learned a little something about the old.
Just remember, this great flight that I'm now going to put, you won't be seeing this airplane for a while.
Yeah, we got some other ones to put up.
This great flight was taken on the same day as the F-190 destruction. And the wind was pretty brutal that day.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
No, it wasn't the same day.
No, it wasn't. You're right.
It was the week before.
Yeah, the week before, already crashed the FW190. But, so if you're watching this video right now, this is probably about 2 weeks prior. We had a windy day. I flew the Valiant and the F-86, and you just took this one.
That's right.
And it was real windy, real windy.
Yeah,
if you go back and you watch,
that's when the wind stopped standing straight out.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, but great flights, and that was the worst. That was the worst wind we've been in.
Yeah.
So,
and I hope you guys. I hope you guys appreciate the fact that we are concerned about helping our fellow modelers out there. That we take time to go through this. We're not just trying to bore you to death. We're actually trying to share some information. And we're doing it because you guys have been loyal to us. You guys have had some really good comments about us. And a lot of times they said they really like the hangar time where we discuss all of this. Because they can glean some information from it. So,
and guys, we may be wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
So please comment down below.
Yeah, we're brand new at this. How many flights did you say we got under our belt? I mean, in total, all year long, we've probably flown, 30 times, 25 times?
Yeah, something like that.
Ain't many. I mean, there's guys that have been flying 30 years.
I think I've flown the Valiant and the F-86 the most, and I've got 5 flights apiece on those, so maybe 10, 12 flights apiece on those.
No, you ain't got that many. You ain't got that many. On that F-86, you probably got 5, 4 or 5. And on the Valiant, you probably got the same number, 4 or 5.
That's what I'm saying. Probably 10 flights between them two, and then,
But like I said, we still do not have a lot of airtime under our belt.
And we got plenty of planes to fly.
Oh Lord,
we're about halfway through our hangar, if that. I mean, we still got tons of planes back behind the camera here to fly. But a couple of more Warbirds, and we got some Wacos. We got some big 18 and 2,000 millimeters back there, so yeah, we got a long way to go, and more coming.
yeah, exactly. By the way, guys, that's going to be a surprise. I've ordered another airplane.
Yeah, we'll do an unboxing on that one.
Yeah, we're doing an unboxing on that one, and as soon as it gets here. Maybe we need to give General Hobby a plug. All these airplanes, they got them.
Yeah, I think I have plugged General Hobby. General Hobby's out of
Pomona, California.
They're out of Southern California, and if you like the Dynam products, they got more than just Dynam. But if you like the Dynam products, and me and Artie do like the Dynam products, they have as far as I know, they have every Dynam.
Yeah,
that Dynam has.
Yeah, exactly.
So go check them out, General Hobby.
They'll have one nobody else will.
Yeah, down in the description below, I do have a link to General Hobby. Go over there and check it out. And I found another site, and a lot of y'all already may know this, but there's another hobby place called Monkey Hobby.
Well, I hadn't heard of that one.
Yeah, Monkey Hobby. Monkey Hobby is a China-based company.
Is that just for us?
Yeah, that's just for the monkeys out there that monkey around and tear up crap.
There you go.
But I've been able to order a bunch of Dynam parts from Monkey Hobby. I'll link that in the description as well. My F4U Corsair had some landing gear problems. They got the parts. RD with his FW190. It's got the parts for it. We had to order some from there with that, I think. Yeah, we did the nose cone. So they have all kinds of parts, and they do have planes as well. But parts-wise, Monkey Hobby does have parts for all kinds of airplanes. Now, there again, like I said, it does come from China. But you know, honestly, I got the parts within about 2 weeks. So, and we're in South Georgia, so it ain't too bad. But I'll link it down in the description below so you can go check it out. So anyway,
Thank you guys for listening to us.
Yep.
Hope we didn't bore you to death.
Yep. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all guys on the next video. Thank you for supporting DRAWDY RC.
Oh yeah.
If you hadn't subscribed to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram at DRAWDY RC. Stay around. We got a lot more to come. And go out and get you a Cessna 182.
God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank y'all.